All right, now, Nathan Brooks, we are going to go to Brandon Reyes, who's going to bring out our archers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start the Women's Pro Shootdown. Here are the top 5 qualifiers. The number 5 qualifier from Clarksville, Tennessee, representing Mathews, Lara Huff. The number 4 qualifier from Dublin, Georgia, also representing Mathews, Kailey Pettepher. The number 3 qualifier from Waukesha, Wisconsin, representing Mathews, Emily McCarthy. The number 2 qualifier representing PSC from Townville, South Carolina, Sharon Wallace. And the number 1 qualifier from Lapeer, Michigan, representing Mathews, Cara Kelly.
Thank you, Brady. Cara, 407 and 9 bonus rings.
All right, so Nathan Brooks, that is our field there. All of these ladies are experienced with the finals field, so I'm expecting there's going to be some bonus ring hunt.
Yeah, I would say so too. Obviously, Cara in a position where she's probably going to play this target by target, not getting crazy, shooting some center 10s, making sure that someone is pushing her before she has to pedal to the metal sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then you've got Sharon and Emily, who are both really close, only 2 points apart. So for that second and third position, that's really tight. Those girls are going to be definitely shooting hard at 12s, so we might see some up and down stuff going on here pretty quick.
Hey, kudos to Sharon Wallace for getting back to second place. When she started her round today, she had some issues and she shot some 5. I think she shot a 5, a couple 8s. Dropped off the, down low on the leaderboard and went to negative points, and she had to claw her way back to get up there to 403.
That's evidence of someone that has the mental psyche to handle the adversity of all the things that are thrown at you, and just being able to push through and know that you can still get there if you execute.
I texted her and she said, "I'm proud of myself for not giving up." I said, "Good for you."
Well, it looks like Cara took a 10 there right at 6 o'clock, so my guess is she's shooting the center, maybe a couple yards off on distance, but it was enough to hang the 10. That's all she needed. Moving on to Sharon here, takes an 8. Was that just a little high?
I did not see.
I think it was just out the top. She typically shoots at uppers.
She does, yes.
And so I think that was probably just a hair high.
This is Emily here on the turkey. We have moved all of these targets. We were shooting known distance before. During the break, all the targets were moved. So all the distances are new. We don't know them. They don't know them. They're judging them.
So Emily took a 10 there, so she's going to catch Sharon. Now they're tied for second place.
Yeah, that we will say, what we can say is that Sharon shot the longest target. That Impala is the farthest, it looks like.
All right, so this arrow is really difficult to call because where the 10 meets the 12, it was an 8. The point I was going to make was there, if that arrow was touching that 10 line, was it technically a 12?
Was it a 12?
Because the 12 actually isn't a perfect circle in that situation.
10 for Lara. All right, ladies, let's move to our next target.
Or with a 10 on the Wolverine, and I don't care if that Wolverine is 20 yards or 50 yards. 10 is a good shot on that.
Yeah, I don't know how far it is, but it's not the closest, I can tell you that. It may be the second farthest. It's out there.
It could be the farthest, too. It's
actually,
really close.
I can't tell between that and the Impala. I can't tell.
It's the farthest from us.
Yeah, it is that.
So let's see here. Our leaderboard looks like this. We got Cara at 417, and as I said, Sharon and Emily at 411, so they're now tied for second place. I haven't heard a bonus ring count on them, but let me look at that. Oh, they were tied for bonus rings, so technically they're still tied.
Yeah. Kailey at 405 and Lara at 400. And Lara is shooting at the Panther, which Nathan Brooks, the Panther is lit up beautifully now. Let me just tell you, I can see scoring rings from here.
Yeah, that's not been the case so far. It has been a black nightmare over there.
Yes, so I am not surprised Lara Huff just shot a 12 there.
Very nice. Very nice. Laura also shooting looks like a lift. Mathews lift.
10 for
Oh,
Cara.
new hunting bow this year
Yeah.
for her. Cara Kelly takes a 10 on the Shibuya Impala.
See if Sharon and Emily can start shipping in.
So now we know that the turkey is definitely the closest, and that's the one Sharon Wallace was shooting. That arrow looks low to me.
Yeah. It's close, though. Yeah. Probably an eighth of an inch low. And what that amounts to at that distance that she's shooting, and I'm just guessing from the side here, the distance, she probably missed that about 1.5 yards on distance.
Emily McCarthy.
Would be my guess.
10 for
Would be
Emily.
my guess.
10 for Emily on the elevation mule deer. And Kailey Pettepher was shooting the gold tip Wolverine.
10 for Kailey. 10 for Kailey.
That should be called.
10.
That should be called the gold tip angry Wolverine.
Angry Wolverine, something. That's just a horrible target.
One good thing for these ladies is the way the sun is positioned right now. There's a huge oak tree that's giving them shade.
Yeah.
And they are in good position, even though they have umbrella holders to take the shade. They needed it before now because the sun has been on all the shooters. But the way the big tree is now, it's giving them shade. That being said, there's also little sunspots throughout that because sun's just coming through the tree. So they probably still want the umbrellas for the little sunspots that could light up a peep side or something like that and make it difficult to see.
Yeah, there we are looking at Emily McCarthy out there. Nice steady hold. Emily always has a good shot.
Yep. Looks
She was shooting at the Wolverine.
at least took a 10. I can't see what it is, but definitely a good shot.
Kaylee still holds. She is not shot yet on number 1. She's
Plenty.
got 30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
plenty of time. Ooh, that's
Oh,
running
that's
down
close.
All right, first
see
up,
target.
Yeah,
Pettepher.
let's
Now we
see.
have 415 and 7 bonus rings.
10.
for Kailey.
10, okay.
I can't see if she's, from this angle, I can't see. She may have had a cone out in front
Yeah, she might
for
have.
the upper.
Lara Huff.
Lara Huff is going to take an 8 on the Impala.
420.
Just off. After the 12 she hit on the Black
Yeah,
Panther.
after the
Kelly.
Panther.
You may be running away with this at this point.
So now we have Cara
So,
on the turkey.
427 and 9
Nathan,
bonus.
Cara had a change of strategy
12 for Cara Kelly.
after London. She said all the shoot downs now are outdoors. She is shooting skinny arrows. Black Eagle X Impact. She shoots them better,
Sharon Wallace.
and the wind, you know, it helps her greatly there. So it definitely worked for her this weekend out on the ranges, and it seems to be working for her here in the finals.
Well, she's got enough experience at this to know what works for her.
Yeah.
And who can argue with her success?
Right.
So
exactly.
I'd say it's working well.
And we say skinny, I believe the X Impact is a .166 diameter arrow, whereas, you know, Kyle Douglas was shooting 27.64s. I don't think any of the ladies are shooting 27s, but certainly there are 23s out there.
Yeah, that's
23
usually
diameter.
That's typically the biggest arrow that you see on the ladies' range is a 23, unless maybe Aaron is shooting a 25.
Yeah, exactly.
But the rest of them pretty much shoot 23s.
Fourth arrow.
So Cara took a 12 there to just gain some more points
She's
on that
just
lead.
All right.
Moving away. And
Ladies,
now
let's start
Emily
your 1
McCarthy
minute now.
has solidified second place at 431 over Sharon Wallace 429. So good move there by Emily. Improve her position.
Sharon shoot a PSE. I don't know if that is it. It's not a dominator.
No.
It's a.
She's got the
Super X.
I believe so. I believe that's what she shoots. But she's on the long Wolverine.
She's at least a 10. She's got
Cara's next to her on the mule deer.
They both have cones out in front of them, so they're shooting at the uppers. So just a quick mention here. These archers have to call the upper 12s if they are shooting it. And by rule, how they call that is we have a cone that they set out in front of them when they determine that that's what they want to shoot at. So,
All right.
So that was a long hold by Emily. She got down to 8 seconds left. And I believe she hit a center 10 there.
10 for Emily.
So it paid off. She shoots a hinge, and she was working that shot.
yeah, that's the difference when we were talking about before with the Gnome Pro guys that are shooting on command.
Yep.
10 for Kailey.
And she shoots a shot that's a surprise shot. So she's just
Yes.
aiming and holding and waiting for the shot to fire.
And saying, please go off. Please go
Yes.
off now.
Yes, the faster the better. The faster the better.
For Lara Huff.
All right, Lara Huff here on the turkey. We just had Kailey shot a 10 on the Impala. Lara Huff takes an 8 on the turkey. That is the stand turkey. We're moving to the elevation. Mule deer for Cara Kelly, our leader.
Totally out of reach.
It's close. I can't tell if it's a 12 or not.
It
But
is
it
a
is.
12.
12 for Cara Kelly. That moves to the
That's another one.
12. Wow, she's just crushing it here.
Emily's now within 10
And
points.
let's get Sharon's, Wallace, and then I'll tell you a quick story about Cara Kelly that she probably doesn't want to remember from 2 years ago here.
I know it.
Yes, you do.
12
A 12 for Sharon.
Good shot.
Right. Ties Emily McCarthy. Cara Kelly came into here 2 years ago with a healthy lead, and the wind was just horrendous on this finals field. She shoots that hinge, and she had one that she held a little bit long, and it ended up going off after the timer, and so she had to take a 0 in the finals. She did not win that one. She was very upset about that. Sorry I had to bring that up, Cara. But you're doing great now.
But that is experience. That's what you get from this.
Yeah.
You learn how to play this game. You learn what you need to do. You just talked about her changing in the finals. She switches up to the X impacts because of what the wind typically does for her.
Right.
Also, understand this, that the ladies typically aren't shooting, 50 pounds or around 50 pounds, 50 to 55 pounds. So the arrows are lighter, so the wind affects them so much more.
Right.
And so if there is any little bit of breeze or whatever, where some of the guys are shooting 70 pounds, shooting a 450 grain arrow, it doesn't drift very much. Well, these ladies might be shooting a 275 grain arrow.
Yeah.
Almost half that weight. Or it is half the weight.
Right.
And so that's just, it's really difficult in the wind. So that smaller arrow,
Yeah, they're not.
just a better decision.
They don't have that arrow speed either. Their maximum is 10 feet per second, slower than the Open Pro guys. So they're not getting into the 296, 297 feet
Right.
per second. They're in the 80s,
Right. And that's,
if they're lucky.
right, and that's done. The reason why the rules read that way is because
First up, Sharon Wallace.
it's
currently in
it's
second
fairer,
place.
more fair for them across the board.
Wow.
Back-to-back 12.
Sharon takes a 12. This is exactly what we were talking about,
Next up,
Nathan.
Emily
She does
McCarthy.
not give up.
She's such a good shooter. She's won the
10
indoor
for Emily.
events.
Everything.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, she's been NFA Indoor National Champ. I mean, Sharon Wallace can shoot a bow.
Yes.
That's simple.
Emily took a 10 there, so Sharon actually should jump
Should have
her.
passed her,
Looking
yeah.
for a 14 ring in the turkey.
Kailey went for the 14, just high for
just
a
a bit
5.
high.
Loser
Yeah.
440.
That's a good one to go at, though. And
It's the closest.
right, and now
And for
the
Lara
lighting
Huff.
is different, so
Yep.
you should be able to see it a little
8
bit
for
better.
Lara Huff, moves her to 436.
8 for Lara Huff on the mule deer,
Let's see
and
what
Cara
has done
on
here
the
to
long
see
one.
if we have any males
So,
being eliminated.
we're gonna
Only
figure
have
out-
two ladies within 10. 10
She
for
takes a
Cara
10.
Kelly, moves her to 461.
Okay.
All right, here's our situation.
So-
Cara Kelly at 461 and 11 bonus rings.
Mike
Has an
Tyrrell's giving us the
8-point lead
rundown.
over Sharon Wallace with 9 bonus rings.
While he's doing
And
that, I
10-point
was saying
lead over
before
Emily McCarthy
the
with
let
7.
family has a lot of archery talent in it. Lara Huff, her husband Michael, was actually in the top 5 yesterday in the men's pro division.
Open pro, yep.
Right, and just come a little bit shy of making the finals tonight, but a lot of talent in these families.
So, we are through 5 targets, Nathan, and we are going to get to our last chance archery, last chance arrow, and it looks like we're looking at Cara, Kailey, Sharon, Wallace, Emily, McCarthy, I believe, are our 3 finalists who are going to shoot it. We'll get you for a second, or in a second, who finished 4th and 5th.
Chris is retiring after Sunday, right? Monday? Monday's your
Pretty sure
Let's give Chris a huge round of applause.
Kailey was 4th and Lara was 5th.
Yep, so there you go. You see Mike Tyrell shaking the hand of Chris McGinnis. He is kind of the facilitator for the Illinois DNR for everything we do, and he's been doing that for the ASA for 27 years.
Wow, and they do a phenomenal job
Yep,
here.
this is definitely one of the tightest run ships on the ASA at the Fort Massac and Mermet Lake Conservation Area. They always have the facilities ready to go. That's because of Chris McGinnis. Thanks to him, he just retired.
Well, and let's also not forget to mention that all the volunteer work that they have, that they do out there, it's typically scorching heat.
Oh, yes, it
and
is.
those guys are out there just volunteering, bringing us water, taking care of the ranges. It's a lot of work.
For sure. All right, so we're shooting the last chance archery. Last chance arrow is going to be at the turkey. We have a camera. We got to just position a little bit because we don't want the archers to shoot the camera. Those things are expensive.
And we don't want Scott Parrott on that camera either because he could break the camera.
He might break it without touching it.
What this is all about, ladies. What can't we see?
The 14.
You can't see the 14.
Scott Parrott is our
You want Scott?
ASA tournament director.
Point to the 14 ring. Make sure it's on there. Not that head. Here we go. That help?
The camera's not showing what they're doing here.
Ken.
Ken's pointing at the 14 for the ladies because it is the turkey. It is in a shadow. Our sunlight has gone away. But the ladies had a minute to judge the distance. What Scott Parrott did is he kind of moved them catty corner. He moved them up, but he moved them also to the left, so that's going to affect the distance.
So Emily will be first to shoot because she's in 3rd place, and my guess is she's going to shoot at a 14 because she's already got 3rd place sewn up.
If they were asking for it.
All right. You feeling comfortable?
So
You want Ken to go back out and point to it
Emily
again?
shoots
While
a
you're
Mathews title as well. I'm pretty sure. I'm
All right,
not
Emily, we'll
certain.
start your 1
Is that
minute
yellow?
now.
I think that's yellow. So there's our leaderboard. We just wanted to round out that Lara Huff finished in 5th and Kailey Pettepher finished in 4th. Now we see here Emily McCarthy shooting 1st in 3rd place currently. 2 points behind Sharon Wallace.
Talking about her shot style, she uses a 4-finger hinge release. That is, again, a hinge release is something that you just wait on the shot.
Oh, wow.
She gave a run at it.
All right, let's see
It
if
looks,
Ken
just
got it
naked
right
eye,
or
it looks a
not.
little high, but
does.
just barely.
And 5. Yep.
Just high.
Just a little.
5 for
All right, that's going to move her to 456, which means Sharon just needs to hit foam
All right.
to stay in 2nd
Sharon?
place.
You're 8
I mean,
points
she's
down. Bonus rings are not even
8
close.
points behind Cara Kailey.
So as long as you get at least 5 points, you hold on to 2nd
So even if she shoots a
After that,
14 here,
you're on your own.
that puts her at a 465. So Cara would just have to hit the target
Have
to
to see
win.
Keith Alstrom making the shoot
Yeah.
down again. as
So-
usual.
I guess there's no danger because even if
No.
she just shoots a 5, she maintains second place. So
High key.
Yeah, and I would be really,
All right.
well, not
Start your
Sharon,
1
but
minute
I'm
now.
certain she's very confident she's going to hit the target
yeah,
because it's close enough. If
Right.
it was, we know it's not 50 yards, but let's say it was 50 yards, she probably might not shoot at the 14 at
Yeah.
that point because it's higher, and there
Right.
you have the risk of missing. But no, she
Nope.
shot it at 12.
She went for a
Okay.
12. She did not call upper. And she's going to take a
10.
10.
She's got a 10,
All right. So
463.
Cara Kelly just
463.
needs to hit foam.
That's a
Cara, you're at
good feeling,
461.
PJ. That's a good feeling.
That's all I'm gonna
I can
say.
only
You're on
imagine.
your
Oh,
own.
it's a good feeling. I tell you what, it's a fantastic feeling when
Start your
even
1 minute
if
now.
you just have to hit a 10 because you're thinking, hey, that's a pretty big
I
ring.
can do that. Yep. But to just
But
hit
just
the
hit
target.
heck yeah. There it is.
There you
That
go.
looks like a 12 too.
Champion, Cara Kelly.
Let's see what
Sharon
Scott
Wallace,
gives
Nick
her.
McCarthy,
I
Kailey,
believe.
Pettepher, and Lara Huff. Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations.
And it was
She
a
got
10.
it.
We will do
Okay.
the awards
Just a
for
10.
the
That's all
women's
she
Good
needed.
enough.
class Following the men's pro shoot-off.
So,
Congratulations to Cara Kelly. She's going to come around. We're going to get a word from her.
she is a mother of 2 boys, and I know they run her all over the
Oh,
place.
yes, they do.
So to do this is impressive. To come out here and win, the focus. It's a good look at Emily and her effort at the 14.
Yep.
A little hot, and Sharon, good shot. Just a 10.
Just taking that 10 to stay in second place.
Final error for the win.
He's the champion.
Good
Cara
shot.
Kelly. I did see. There's her son, Cade, came over to give Mom a big hug, and I guess Mom, he's going to go with Mom to the interview booth. Why not?
That's what we call the winner's circle.
Winner circle.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's because he got tangled up in the cords for a second. Oh, that's
Here
great.
she comes, and Cara Kelly's got the headset on there. Cara Kelly, you took the win. How does that feel?
Amazing. It's been a crazy year. I mean, I won fully, and then I've had a ton of podiums and been, itching, but every tournament it's been just like one thing here or there. And I shot a 5 on day 1, and I shot that 5, and I was like, not this weekend. And went to work, so yeah.
Well, I noticed just watching the strategy, and I said as you come into this, it's like, okay, I'm betting that she's just going to play this target by target, see what kind of pressure's put on her. But it looks like all you had to do is just hit some 10s. And as easy as that may sound, we know that's not easy. We like the change you made up with your arrow setup. Very,
Yeah.
very intriguing. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so I shoot X Impacts for 3D for IBO, and we made a decision because all of the shoot downs finishing out here are obviously in fields. So, and typically this is a very windy shoot down, and we made a decision that they fly so good and are extremely forgiving to shoot them, and I'm so glad we did.
Cara, I wanted to ask you one question about what that's like to hear Mike Tyrell say, Cara, all you need to do is hit the target to win.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like dreams come true, right? Stop, Kate. You want to say hi?
Go ahead, Kate. Say hi. There we go.
Well, you put him on the spot. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah, Mr. Future Champion.
All right, Cara Kelly, you are our Mathews Pro Am Women's Pro Champion. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Congrats.
much. Thank you.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We will be back here at Fort Massac with our last competition of the evening, Open Pro.